In this module, we will talk about the social research, and we will see that how the knowledge which is driven through the social research is different from the other sources of getting knowledge and collecting information. We see that in social research, the decision is backed up by research are more valuable and authentic. जिन issues पर knowledge और इंफॉर्मेशन सोशल रिसर्च के ज़रिए कंडक्ट की जाती है, थ्रू सिस्टमैटिक इन्वेस्टिगेशन के ज़रिए नॉलेज जो है वो ड्राइव किया जाता है, वो ज़्यादा ऑथेंटिक है और वैल्यूएबल है एज़ कम्पेयर टू अदर सोर्सेज जो हम दूसरे ज़राए से नॉलेज जो है वो या इंफॉर्मेशन जो है वो हासिल करते हैं अबाउट डिफरेंट सोशल फिनोमिना. एंड द सोशल साइंस रिसर्च, द सब्जेक्ट मैटर ऑफ सोशल साइंस रिसर्च इज़ as it is social in nature, so is about the human social life, which is highly fluid and inevitably changing, which is changing all the time, and change is unavoidable. And that is why that it is highly fluid and there is a continuous process of change. So it is difficult to measure precisely कि जब सोशल साइंस रिसर्च में हम ये कहते हैं कि जो हमारा सब्जेक्ट मैटर है वो ह्यूमन बिहेवियर को स्टडी करना है और सोशल इश्यूज को स्टडी करना है, सोशल लाइफ को, सोशल प्रोसेसेस को स्टडी करना है, तो वो वी सी के ह्यूमन एटीट्यूड्स में इतनी वेरिएशन है और सोशल प्रोसेसेस में इतनी कंटिन्यूएशन है और चेंज जो है वो इतनी तेजी से आती है, रैपिडली चेंज, कि उसको जो है वो नेचुरल साइंस की तरह मेजर करना जो है वो पॉसिबल नहीं है और उसको प्रिसाइजली मेजर करना भी पॉसिबल नहीं है. सो सोशल साइंस जो है इज अ ब्रॉडर अम्ब्रेला विच कवर्स अ लॉट ऑफ social sciences like anthropology, management sciences, criminology, sociology, social work. And we can define social research that this is a quite systematic investigation, a scientific investigation through which we observe and find truth and reality. हम हक़ाइक़ को और सच्चाई को जो है वो तलाश करने की कोशिश करते हैं आदाद शुमार को इकट्ठा करके और while collecting the certain evidences and facts, and we try to find out the truth and reality about the human life. And social science research is a scientific knowledge which is based on the three things. Number one is very important, the social theory. What is social theory? Social theory is a system of interconnected logical ideas which condenses and organizes the knowledge about the social world and explain how it works. For example, you will see at the system theory in which we see that how the system which is present in the human society affect the social functioning of the individuals, and how the social forces in a social system affect the individuals and are affected by the individuals. So social theory जो है वो बहुत broader umbrella of knowledge को condense करके statements की शक्ल में, formulas की शक्ल में, equations की शक्ल में, statements की शक्ल में जो है वो present करती हैं, manifest करती हैं बहुत बड़ी एक thinking को, बहुत बड़ी ideology को. And this is done in social theory, और जिस पे मे बी किसी social thinker का या social philosopher का या sociologist का या social scientist का, social worker का अपना एक बहुत बड़ी उसकी जो है वो एक life struggle हो, personal experiences हों, और उसकी जो study है on social processes, on the behavior patterns of the individuals, or the social functioning of the social institutions and the social issues of the society, the problems of the people, तो वो उसको collect करके जब एक statement में condense करके और उसको एक organized way में scientific manner में present करता है तो उसको social theory कहते हैं. Another thing is data, which can be numerical as well as non-numerical. Numerical means in the form of numbers, and non-numerical means in the form of statements, in the form of verbatim, जो कि वर्ड्स की सूरत में भी हो सकता है और नंबर्स की सूरत में भी हो सकता है. और ये वो एविडेंस है विच इज केयरफुली गैदर्ड as per standardized procedures, and while using the standardized systematic procedures. और उन प्रोसीजर से आप हट नहीं सकते, आप डिविएट नहीं कर सकते. और उसके जरिए जो आप एविडेंस इकट्ठा करते हैं, जो नंबर्स की फॉर्म में हो सकता है और जो वर्ड्स की फॉर्म में, स्टेटमेंट्स की फॉर्म में हो सकता है, न्यूमेरिकल हो सकता है, नॉन न्यूमेरिकल हो सकता है, उसको हम डाटा कहते हैं. Then empirical evidence is very important. Empirical evidence means what we can observe and experience, and whatever we can repeat it again under the same circumstances, and which can be experienced through human senses. So, जिसको हम देख सकते हैं, जिसको हम ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं, जिसको हम अपनी सेंसेस को यूज करके एक्सपीरियंस कर सकते हैं, और इसको हम एम्पिरिकल एविडेंस कहते हैं. इसके अलावा जो है बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट इन रिसर्च वो साइंटिफिक कम्युनिटी नॉर्म्स हैं, और जो रिसर्च में बहुत मैंडेटरी हैं जिनको फॉलो करना. The first of all is the universalism. Universalism means that wherever and by whosoever research is conducted, but research should be judged, and the data which has been collected through this systematic scientific investigation of the research should be judged on a scientific basis. And this scientific base or the systematic investigation is universal in nature. So the universalism is a very important scientific community norms in the field of research. Another scientific community norms for research is organized skepticism. According to social researchers, research should pass through critical threshold and intense scrutiny and should not be accepted in carefree manner, which means that standardized procedures are important and mandatory for conducting a research, and intense scrutiny should be there to check the reliability and validity of the gathered facts. So organized skepticism is a very important scientific community norm in the field of research. Another scientific community norms is disinterestedness, which means the neutrality, unbiased behavior of the researcher, as well as in the procedures of the research, the methods and methodologies which have been adopted for the social science research. These methods, there should not be any kind of biasness, and there should be a neutrality, and the procedure as well as the researcher should be ready to accept the new ideas. They must be very receptive to the new ideas, and sometimes should be ready to accept the unexpected observations as well, which they have not set before conducting the research. Maybe there is a new thing in the findings which is not conventionally present already. So it doesn't mean that they should reject this new finding. Maybe 1% finding is more important as compared to the majority of the findings. So the researcher and the whole research procedure should have the fairness and unbiased kind of flexibility to accept the unexpected observations and the new and novel and innovative ideas and non-traditional ideas as well. Then another important scientific community norms is communalism, which means that research must be shared with others, and research should be a public property, because everybody must have the right to access the new body of knowledge, and the findings and the results of the research should be reviewed by other researchers as well, and maybe should support the findings of the other researchers, and should be strengthened as well by the references of the other researchers and the sources of the other researchers as well. So communalism is a very important scientific community norms, and it means that researches should not be present just in the cupboards or in the libraries. Rather, it is a public property and must be shared within the scientific community with the other researchers. And there should be a harmony between the researches which have been conducted already and maybe the new researches on the same topic in the present era. Then very important is the honesty. Means no cheating, no plagiarism, fair and transparent research must be. If you are giving the reference of the work of the other researchers, you always have to mention the source, and you should acknowledge the work of other researchers, and you should not plagiarize the research work, and you have to be very fair. Maybe you are conducting the research in the domain of other disciplines, and you belong to the field of you belong to some other field, but you have to be very fair. Or maybe the research findings are different from your own values, from your own cultural perspectives, but a researcher has to be very honest, and the findings should be very transparent. The researcher should not hide anything. Whatever they are collecting the facts and the evidences, they should present as it is to the research audience.